So you've picked your puppy up. What do you need for your puppy at home? So we'll start with the crate. Crate training is going to be really important. Crate training provides safety for your dog. So obviously if you let your dog out free roaming, it starts chewing something, swallow something, it could die. So the crate keeps your dog safe. The crate also prepares your dog for if the unfortunate incident happens that they might have to go to the vets, have an operation, they're probably going to be crated. It's good for car travel, and it really helps with potty training, and it gives them a safe space where they are forced to switch off, which if you do get a higher drive dog, the best thing that you can teach that dog is to learn to switch off. Dogs need to sleep between like 16 and 18 hours a day, and when they are sleeping, they're learning and taking in everything you've done with them prior to putting them in their crate, let's just say. So the crate needs to be just small enough for them to lie in. Typically dogs aren't going to mess in their own space, so yeah, that crate needs to just be big enough for them to lie in, and then it makes like potty training really easy. Quite a lot of people get big crates and they can't figure out why their puppy is weeing and pooing one side and then sleeping in the other, because they can move away from it. If they can't move away from it, they're not going to do that. And it makes crate training and toilet training super easy. You need to make sure that you've got good food for them. I like raw, I also like kibble, so I'll let you decide that. But yeah, a good food that you can take them through. Do your research, speak to people again, and yeah, figure that out. I'm not going to recommend a brand because I have my own personal preference, but it might not be yours. A collar. You don't need an expensive collar. I think a lot of people, unless you want one, a lot of people go out and buy this like super expensive collar, but your dog grows and it grows out of it. So I just get some cheap Pets at Home collars to start with, and then when they get full size, invest in a nice sort of custom collar for them. A standard sort of 6 foot lead and a long line. You'll do a lot of work with your 6 foot lead to start with. Really, any time that dog is out and about, it should be on a lead, whether it's in the house, out in the garden, or whatever. Just so you can keep it safe and you can start, desensitizing it to having a lead on. But there'll be videos about that anyway. A long line, as you progress and you get better at recall, you can start challenging distances, and it's all about setting that puppy up for success. So having a long line and teaching recall is going to be really good because they can't fail, because you can like reel them into you. Poo bags, no one picks up their poo. Obviously in the forest it's a little bit different, but out and about, make sure you got poo bags. One thing that I really like as well is I like microfiber cloths to play with my puppies. A lot of people go out and buy like squeaky toys and all this kinds of stuff. I don't want my dogs chewing squeaky toys, because then if they hear one in the distance, they're interested by it because they're used to having a squeaky toy. So, and everyone has these like squeaky balls and stuff, and they're really annoying. And then if your dog hears it, they're kind of instantly off you because they associate good things with the squeaky toy that you give them. So I always give my dogs quiet toys. We have like ball on a rope, bike pillows, but when I start them from when they're a puppy, we just have microfiber cloths. They're super cheap. They go through toys like there's no tomorrow, especially when they're teething, because they want to bite stuff and like basically wobble their teeth out. So yeah, microfiber cloths. Off the top of my head, that's all that I can think of right now that you really need for your puppy. Obviously you need to make sure that your vaccinations, you've got your vaccination card, you're keeping up to date with all those, they're being wormed, fleed, all that kinds of stuff. But other than that, I will add in a brush. Get your dog a brush, get them used to being brushed. It's quite a good bonding experience for you guys as well. But yeah, I would add a brush to that list. So yeah, tune into the next one.